Hello, I'm Tim Beggins, president of Elk Trading Company. In this week's top news for natural gas, number one, India considers removing a tax on US LNG. Number two, Asia spot LNG prices fall to near 6 month low. Number three, Glenfarne Group becomes the majority owner of Alaska LNG. And number four, Delfin Midstream finds an offtake customer in Germany. This is an offshore LNG facility. Let's take a look at the spot May contract. Currently, prices are up to 413.90, up 7.4 cents or 1.82%. As you can see, this is looking at the May contract with Bollinger Bands. The Bollinger Band support was hit 3 days ago and held, and now prices have tested the mid Bollinger Band at 418 and a half. So let's take a look at the hourly chart. Prices did surge this morning, gapping higher, but have now come back down, are holding right now around that pivot, which is 416 and a half. We'll look to see if that pivot resistance holds here as now support, or whether or not we fall below to our daily pivot, which is at the $4 level even. So below that, prices will be supported at 3,901 and well below that at 370, 360. But right now, prices are higher, and it looks like this is continuing the bullish trend. Let's take a look at the front to back spreads and see what they're telling us for the markets. Right here, we're looking at the January versus May contract. And as you can see, prices have fallen, this prices on the spread have fallen off for the last couple of days. This morning did also move lower, but now have started to change and are currently plus 2 cents to the Jan at this stage. Let's take a look at what the January versus October spread. It's also positive, up 2.2 cents. What this means is that the January to May contract is not supportive of increased storage injections right away. It says that things are going to be a little slow to start, but back here in the Jan through October contract, excuse me, the spread, it says that storage injections will have to be accelerated late in the season in order to reach at least the 4 TCF level. Let's take a look at the weather. You can see more on Mike's weather page at spaghettymodels.com, but look at the ENSO. This is giving us an idea of where things are between La Nina, El Nino, and neutral. Currently, right now, we are in a neutral phase here in the April, May, June space with a probability here over 75%. What does that mean for the weather? Well, it looks like this is going to continue to be a neutral phase at least until we get toward winter. So what does it mean? Let's take a look at the averages, the temperature anomalies. This is coming from NOAA. And let's look at the ENSO neutral years. Our current analogs are 2012 and 2019 through 2021. It looks warmer along the original 13 colonies and across the Southwest. What does that look like? It looks like the drought monitor. And that's exactly the case here with an expanding drought across the Southwest and one that's developing along the East Coast. So, what about winter? Well, the ENSO phase is leaning toward La Nina. So, let's take a look at some of the analog years going back as far as 1998. And as you can see, it's a warmer forecast for the Southeast all the way up through the mid Atlantic states. So, what does that mean? It means that we're probably going to get a dip in the weather right at the end of the storage injection season, and we'll be rushing to fill storage at that time. Let's take a look at some of the weather out in the tropics. It's still mild right now. Obviously, nothing to watch currently. It's still a little early for the Atlantic hurricane season, but there is still moisture coming across Africa. But most of our three areas that we're looking at around Panama, around Belize, and around the Gulf of America slash Mexico, maybe we should just call it the Gulf Amex, at this stage is very, very quiet. But let's take a look. Water temperatures are very warm, especially south of Cuba, around the Dominican Republic and Haiti and Jamaica. These temperatures are well over 80 degrees. So if we do get a storm to brew up here around Belize or even further south, that means it's got a lot of warm water in which to feed and which to grow. So again, let's recap. Currently prices right now for the spot May contract are trading for 12.80 up 6.3 cents or 1.55%. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Please hit that like and subscribe button. Thanks for listening. We'll see you soon.